today is going to be the Funko Pop albums that I bet you missed with everything that's been going on. But before we get into this video, guys, hey, down in the description below, there's a link to the channel membership. That's going to be the easiest way that you can help support this channel. And look, it truly means a lot to me. So if you want to go check that out real quick, it's right down in the description below. You're going to get this really cool icon that's going to go beside your name. That's going to change every month that you've been a member of what we're calling the Burger Life, right? So for every month that you've been a member of the Wayneko Studio Burger Life membership, you're going to have that really cool icon. It's going to change every month, and then you're going to get these really cool emojis that you get to drop over in the live chats that I do every couple of weeks. That way you could just flex on everybody and let them know that you're a part of the Wayneko crew. But today is going to be the Funko Pop albums that, hey, look, I bet you missed with everything that's going on, right? We have FunCon, we've had endless amounts of pre-orders before that. I'm just about guaranteed that at least half of you totally missed that there's 3 new Funko Pop albums in the lineup that are out for pre-order at this moment. And down in the description below, you can find a link to each one of these pre-orders from Entertainment Earth. This channel does get a few pennies for every order that you make over there, so make sure you use that link down in the description below and just show a little bit of love. So the first one on the list is going to be the Ozzy Osbourne Diary of a Dead Man. Now this cover itself looks really cool. They have Ozzy totally soaked in blood. I mean, this is probably from the same time that he bit the head off the bat's head, which, look, was not supposed to be a real bat. That was something that he was doing kind of as a spoof almost. They were throwing these licorice bats up there, and then he would grab one and he'd bite it off. Well, somebody apparently in the stage threw a real bat from the stage. Somebody apparently from the crowd threw a real bat on the stage, and he actually like grabbed the real bat, bit the head off, had to go to the hospital after the show, or even like before the show ended, had to get rabies shots and all kinds of crazy stuff. I listened to a whole interview with him talking about that one time. I can't exactly remember what the interview was, but I'm sure if you like search it here somewhere, you'll be able to find it. But this was the second Ozzy Osbourne album out of the group. This is going to be a really hot one. Now, on the lines of, is it going to go up in value? So far, none of the albums have really went up in value. They've kind of like found where they were and just kind of stayed there. Now, that doesn't mean that that's going to change here soon, because the last one that I'm going to talk about out of this 3 is already trending for a little bit more than maybe what it should be, because it quickly sold out. But coming in at number 2 is going to be one of my favorite artists of all times. Hands down, one of my favorite artists is going to be the Notorious B.I.G. Now, it sounds so strange saying Notorious B.I.G. when I say things like that, because I don't think as a kid I ever referred to him as the Notorious B.I.G., right? It was just Biggie, right? I mean, so this one's going to be a little different for me in the fact that this is an album that came out 15 days after he passed away, right? And we all know how he passed away. We all know that it was super controversial, but we're not going to get into that. But this is going to be undoubtedly, this is going to be the hottest Biggie album I think out there. This was the hottest two CD LP or 2 disc, however you want to look at it, that hit to hip hop today. I'm going to stand by this is the hottest like double album drop to this day. Now he was also known as the King of New York, and there was look, his flow is unlike anybody else's flow ever. Look, you can't point to a single other artist that has pulled off that Biggie flow to this day, right? Or maybe you can, and throw a comment down below if you have one that you can. Now, the last one on the list is one of them that's already up at like $49. So if you'll go to eBay and different places, they already have this guy for sale, even though the pre-orders haven't been released yet. And that's something crazy that we've been seeing a lot lately is that these things are starting to sell before the pre-orders are ever released. And when I say released, right, I mean, so when you order it from Funko, you know that it's ordered and it's coming on the way. When you pre-order these things, you don't really know when it's coming. So the fact that you sold your pre pre-order, maybe possibly 6 months in advance for 3 times what you paid for it, to me is slightly insane, and it's something that I can't get behind. It's not even something that I'm going to tell you to do, because there's probably a lot of shadiness that goes on with this as well. I mean, because it's just kind of out there somewhere that you sell your pre-order before you know exactly when you're going to get your pre-order. But anyways, coming in at number 3 is going to be the Elvis album. This one dropped in 1975. This was toward the end of the Elvis career, and Elvis was really more focused on country by this point than he was anything else. And this one is kind of a crossroads, right? Because this was one of his hottest selling, if not the hottest selling album that Elvis ever made. But this is at the end of the career when he was more focused on country and different things like that. And I want to say that this one was just kind of a hodgepodge of all the stuff that he had done over the years. It wasn't just one dedicated album, if I'm thinking correctly. If I'm not thinking correctly, I'm truly, truly sorry. But if I'm thinking about this correctly, it was just kind of a pool of some of his greatest hits, and it was one of the best-selling albums that he's ever had out there. But this was at the end of the career when he was more focused on country than anything else. And with that being said, a lot of people don't know that Elvis actually served in the military while he was actually famous. So after Elvis got famous, he actually got drafted into the military, and he did a whole military career as a singer. Before that, Elvis was actually I'm trying to think of how I say this. He was actually a religious singer. He sang a lot of like religious songs and stuff like that. A lot of your like religious songs and stuff was Elvis' start. And even before that, check this out, Elvis was a truck driver. So check that out. Take it for what it's worth. I truly appreciate you coming and hanging out with me today. But before we get out of here, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one.